I was thinking back in the 60s when I come from that era of free love and, you know, Greenwich Village. I lived down there.
From
when
the
it came,
70s. So,
you know,
yeah.
and Plato's Retreat was in New York, and I used to go there, which was a swing club.
Yeah.
And it was a great place.
Haven't been to one of those yet. I can't wait.
Yeah, we haven't ever been to a swingers club. It's one of the things everybody expects because we're in porn.
I don't know if they expect
that
it.
you know, we've done all this stuff and we've never been in the adult industry before.
I think it's very healthy. It's one of the reasons why when I used to go there, and you know you F your brains out.
Yeah.
You know, with 25,000 people. And then you go home and make love to somebody you care about.
Right, right.
You know, you wanted to when you left. When I left there.
Yeah.
That's kind of porn's the same way. We have sex at work, but then if we go home and have personal sex, the personal sex is so much more, you know, meaningful and intimate.
Definitely.
You appreciate it a lot more. Yeah.
I had a friend in the 70s when it was chic in New York, and she would have these parties, and this one guy gave his wife 5 guys for her birthday. You know?
I like
she wound up getting she wound up getting 6 because I jumped.
Wow.
That's great.
These were great. I said, whoa, what parties these were. And the people were so real. And then afterward, everybody went home and did what they did. There was no jealousy.
Right. Yeah. Well, they actually, don't they have a show coming out called Swingland in the mainstream?
Do they?
Talking,
I don't know.
yeah, it's talking about the 70s and all the parents. See, all the baby boomers, we were all kids.
But today you got
and our
AIDS
parents were out there swinging and fucking effing everybody, excuse me. And none of the kids knew it, and they all kind of grew up with this stigma of sex, and I think that's a lot of why they're into porn.
But it's also that we didn't have the diseases.
No, we didn't. I tell her that.
You
know,
you can't trust anything.
I mean, you got to really be careful. You know?
Well, that was part of my thing going into porn. Was I had been married twice, so I'd only been with 2 men in 24 years. And back when I dated, there wasn't all this stuff. So, at 48, going back into the dating world, it was quite scary. So, porn to me was a way to date. And everybody's tested. It is more like a swingers group. For the most part, you're veterans.
Well, it is, because at a certain point, once you have been in it long enough, everybody has everybody's numbers, and if anybody's ever in need,
and it is kind of like a swingers community.
It is.
Except for the newcomers that come and go, and then the other people that just show up here and there in their careers.
It takes you a while to actually be really initiated in. I mean, they test you. They make you go through a lot because a lot of girls just come in for the first couple of months, make the money, and run out.
And they're gone.
And who knows, what damage they did while they were in.
Yeah.
Right, because they don't care and they don't learn, about all the things that you need to know. So it takes there's a lot to learn in the adult business.
There really is.
It's complicated.
I get the sense the creativity is coming out of you. That you want to, that you're really enjoying this, and it's creative. It's not fucking.
Right. Exactly. We try to put more into
than
ours.
That. I mean, people don't just want to watch that anymore.
No.
I mean, you can go anywhere on the web and just see.
Yeah.
Right.
Come on, it gets boring.
It really does.
Why not see real people having sex?
The people that have seen our work so far tend to say that we have more of like a 70s style porn, going back to, it's really more back to the basics and just, regular sex, fun sex. I call it vanilla porn because it's just,
actually, you see, I'm
get into the freaky weird stuff.
In 70, I think it was 77, I was offered to do a sex movie.
Really?
In New York. And I tried it, but it was my first time and it was the girl's first time.
Makes it difficult.
They told me afterwards.
You need one of them to be experienced to get through it. Yeah.
And I made the mistake of having a few drinks and I smoked a joint.
Oh, God.
Yeah. No, guys, because you've got a lot of mental.
Even experienced talent don't do that.
Yeah, I see, and I screwed up.
If they're experienced, they know not to do it.
And the girl was beautiful. I mean, I said, wow. And I don't have a problem of, I'm not an exhibitionist, but I don't see the audience.
Right.
Even when I'm in the movies or television,
right.
I don't see the camera. I don't see anybody.
Right.
So when I did the porn, the same thing, I just saw her. But it was.
That's what you do is you focus in on what you're doing and you forget all the people that are around
exactly.
you. Yeah.
But it's hard when you're new to just get it up and jump into bed with somebody that you just met. And
be able to control it.
Yeah.
Control it. That's
especially when you know she's there being paid to be with you, and her first scene, she was probably nervous.
And it's amazing. The guy gets less money than the girl.
Yeah.
And he does the most work.
He has the harder role. I mean, you know,
No
a girl you
just
can use
takes
lube
more
if you're not in the mood. But a guy, if he doesn't have it working right and he can't control it right,
and they have
there's
stand-ins
no
for guys too, don't they? Do they?
They call. They have guys on call. Yeah.
The only thing I guess why girls get paid more is because we
that's
take
what we
more
wanna
of
see.
a risk.
Yeah.
And that's
Well,
what they're wanting
they
to
don't care
watch.
about the man. They want to see the woman.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, they're
Well,
not
and
looking at the
it
guy.
is, we are the one who's kind of being invaded, you know, more so than
But it's
the
all
man.
about the woman anyway.
Right,
I mean, that's why, you know, if I don't want to see a guy, you know.
Yeah, but you'd be surprised the guys do have fans too.
Oh, I bet you they do.
Because they like to know the guy is a normal guy that gets the girls so that they can do it.
It's odd. A lot of fans want to know if I've worked with certain guys, and it's.
So do you have films out now? I mean,
We
So-
have a lot of films out, just not
Well,
through
yeah,
us.
right. We have films that we've done for other companies. Our website is just
But I mean-
being launched, and
but I mean,
should
the
have
films.
content
What's
soon.
some of the names of the films that you've done?
I've done Barely Legal, which was Hustler.
Oh, Hustler. Huh?
I worked for New Sensations several times.
How did you like working for Hustler? I mean, it's.
They were great. I mean, the most organized company.
I'm going to say that because it's so big and.
They give breakfast, lunch.
Doesn't necessarily mean anything.
It
Sometimes
was-
big means a mess.
Well, and it also depends on
Depends on
who
the
you work
team.
for. I worked for Barely Legal, which is run by Erica McLean, and she's been running it. She started Barely Legal with her husband, and he passed away, but she still does it, and she's just. It's awesome having a woman director because they're more sensual, they're more understanding. They understand
a little
what goes
more
on
into
down
the
there.
theme, into the
and-
plot. I
And it
guess
was
you
just
could
an
say.
amazing scene. I mean, it was the most beautiful backdrop. It was on a mountain with a barn and a tree. And
women directors are so much more creative than
they
men.
are.
They can be.
I have a film coming out in December called Dark Streets, and a woman director, and I loved working with her because she just allowed me so much freedom.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
to
and
do
in
that.
porn, to have a woman, she understands, you know, how you want to present yourself and how you want to look, and she'll put a little more into that a lot of times than the men will. They're more into what they're going to show.
They're
you know,
more
and
into
the
getting it done.
positions and that. Yeah, they look at it from a man's point of view, which I think you can have both. You know,
A woman
I mean,
wants to
they-
cuddle, where a man wants to just do it.
Well,
You know
women
what I'm
want to
saying?
be more sensual
Yes,
about
well,
it.
that's
I
what I
like
mean.
to be sensual in my work,
that's-
and you can't do that in a lot of the, especially the internet work that we do. You
And you
know,
want to look good. I mean, a
Right.
lot of the guy directors just want the guy to basically bend you over and slam you as hard as, and there's no way to look good. I mean, you're like by the end of it. So I mean, it's the women understand that
That's it too. I
it
mean, the
hurts.
penetration
You
is-
can't take it
I
like
mean,
that.
usually the guys are pretty large.
yeah.
Well, yeah, it's the best way for camera.
LA
yeah.
I've worked
especially,
with, you know,
Miami wasn't as,
smaller.
as much
I mean,
as,
and you're not a very big girl, and most of the girls I see are not
Right.
very big, so there must
Right.
be some pain there.
you work into it. It takes a talent for that too.
It does. It takes a while to get used to
So
it.
yeah.